Hello, everyone. If you guys can hear me just fine. Oh, no one's here yet. Smoking Rat. Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? Today we're just going to be cleaning the buggy a little bit and talking about how it did on the track, as well as refreshing it for this weekend, or the next weekend, I guess you could say. If you guys can hear me, just let me know in the chat if you can hear me or not. Let's see. Where should I start? Well, first I can take off the wheels. Audio's good? Good. Let's move this to the side. Move some wheels. Serrated wheel nuts absolutely destroy these wheels, but they do have their usage. That's one of those Gamma N1s, right? Yep, yes it is. I recently ran it at Loganville RC Complex, and today I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I like about it and some of the things I don't like about it. Go. Let's go ahead and get these wheels off first. Again, just let me know if the audio is good or bad. Like if the music's too loud or something like that, just let me know. But yeah, Smoking Rat, it is a Gamma N1 that you are looking at right now that I'm working on. These are annoying to get off. There we go. You don't know A scale well? Well, it's okay. To be honest, I don't either. I'm still getting used to running A scale more than 10 scale. But 10 scale definitely makes you a better driver in A scale. Let's see. More narrow wheels. Let's go ahead and get this one off. Did I put those on with an impact? I might as well have. These serrated wheel nuts are these ones right here. Hang on, let me see if I can. Yeah, these are some extra serrated wheel nuts. So when they're on, they're on. They're not coming off. But yeah, I don't need to tighten those on as much as I probably do. But yeah, it's whatever. I can get them off. Peyton Puckett, how you doing? I don't know what that emoji means, but we're just going to roll with it. Been looking at Wits stuff tonight. You mean Roots Racing? There we go. And it's off. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about that's a little bit negative with this buggy, I guess you could say, is that with smaller batteries, smaller 4S batteries, the battery has a tendency to move around like that. And the only thing there's nothing stopping it from going into the spur gear. So when I'm running this battery, for example, hey X-Tech, how you doing? You guys doing good? But yeah, basically removing these. Let's go ahead and put those on the mouse pad. There we go. do that. Yeah, the only thing, there's nothing stopping this battery from running into the spur gear like this. Move these wires out of the way. And yeah, I will get a new set of wires for this thing because it's not very good. But yeah, as you can see, it just goes right into the spur gear, and that's not good at all. So I'm going to be getting a bigger battery for this, probably selling the other car with it, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Watching live at a friend's house? Oh, okay, that's cool. It's the guy, it's really him. Yep. Just watching lurking, yeah. That's okay. We're all just chilling. But yeah, basically, first thing I'm gonna do is remove some of the shocks first, I guess, and then we'll work our way down. So first, let's get this wing off. Could you have some 3D print brace for it to stop the battery? You could, or you could just burn a bigger battery, honestly. It's better for the weight transition. I'm just going to remove this. Oh, wait. Hang on. I forgot my own rule. I have to use hand tools. When the buggy flips, does it hit the front shocks? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. When I was driving it a couple times, this particular shock is under a lot of strain, so the bottom cap can pop off if you're not careful. So that is one downside that the car has. There's no real way around it either, but other than just get good. Sorry, there's no other way really around it other than just not crashing or getting into crashes. But, you know, that could be difficult. Hey, Jeremiah, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, there's no real easy way around it. I'm sorry, Dino. Wish there was, though. Probably like a guard or like a wing that went over it. Still trying to figure out what's better, a shorter, heavier battery or taller, lighter battery. Wondering if a front wing cover could help? That'll probably work. What's going on, Jeremiah? Guess what? The axle with threads will okay. Oh, God. I had an aluminum serrated nut strip and leave its threads in the axle. That's not good at all. Damn. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and remove this wing, if I can get it out. Go ahead and... Oh, yeah, you already told me you're coming back to Georgia. Yeah, you're coming back to Georgia, and, like... Yeah. It's okay. Things don't always work out how we expect them to, but it's okay that you're coming back to Georgia. I'm probably going to be heading up to... Are you familiar with Saratoga RC out of central Mississippi? Yes, I am. I've heard about it a couple times. My friend Devin Barra goes there a lot, along with Dirt Concepts. That goes there a couple times. And I do plan on going out there at one point or another. But I'd want to go with some people that I know. You know, it wouldn't be like a trip I make by myself, you know? So, yeah, I do plan on going there eventually. Let's see. Yeah, you told me this weekend. Let's see. Let's go ahead and remove this. Let's probably remove this first. If you guys can hear the screwdriver, let me know, because I'm not sure if it's like overbearing or something like that. I will also say another thing that happened when I was running this car was I managed to snap the this part of the wing mount. So that was luckily I have 2 extras. But if it was gonna break, it was gonna be when I was running it in the cold, and it broke in the cold. So I'm not too broken up about that. It was gonna happen. But if anything was gonna break, it would probably be this one. The other thing that I'm worried about, other than the shocks, I guess. Actually, I'm not even really worried too much about the shocks. Hear the screwdriver, but you can hear you speak over it. In that case, I'll use the regular one. Just a regular screwdriver. I could use the burn calories. Okay, like and share, y'all. Yep, go ahead and do that. Thanks for reminding him, Jeremiah. Let's see. Remove this. Bend that upwards. Put that there. And we have access to the shocks. Let's go ahead and remove the... Would be awesome to have you talk. You're talking to one of the owners of Saratoga. I wouldn't mind that. I'd have to get into contact with them, obviously, but I wouldn't mind that at all. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Who are the owners of Saratoga, if you don't mind me asking? If I can get them on a stream or something like that. Or am I... Oh, there it is. Let's get these shocks off. Get the shock off. Go ahead and remove this. What diameter shocks? I think they're... I'd have to look that up, actually. I'm pretty sure they're the standard... whatever standard it is for A-scale vehicles. Probably, what is it, like 16 millimeter? Something like that? But yeah. Where's my toothbrush? There you are. Let's go ahead and hit blast my screwdriver. Oh. I'm one of the owner's brother. I knew that name sounded familiar, but like I can be a little bit dense sometimes. Just a little bit oblivious, if you will. Use the fat ones, yeah. That's what you have to use for this one as well, in order for it to not run into the what's this called? The spur gear. Yep. Yeah, thanks, Pate. I appreciate it. Hey, Kevin Stewart, how are you? Yeah. And also, hi, Rory. How you doing? Good to see a bunch of people coming in. Let's see. Let's remove this. Clean the spring. It can be a bit annoying working with progressive rate springs, but it works out most of the time. Let's see. Remove that. And just... let's remove this. Go ahead and blast it. Blast it. Blast it. Blast it with this cleaner I have. Put that on top of my PC because that's nothing could bad happen there. Go ahead and do that to dry it off a bit and clean the springs. Go ahead and clean this off. Hey, George's best. How you doing? I'm dying. I'm dying from cleaning product mist. You doing good today? It is a cow RC product. It's a high concentration. It's just a very high concentration of it. They gave me a lot of it, and I appreciate that. I don't really talk much. I just lurk around on streams. That's okay, as long as you're watching and enjoying yourself. I'm fine. Cleaning mist, I'm fine. Cleaning mist just builds character. So does nitro fumes. There we go. That's one spring done. Let's go ahead and clean off the... This is a little bit filthy right there. So let's go ahead and hit that with a toothbrush. Hit that with that. Hit this with that. Clean that off. And do you guys think I should lurking like that Charlie Mack? Is Charlie Mack here? If he's here, you better say something, Charlie. You better say something. You better feed the algorithm. Hey DJ, how you doing? Let's go ahead and clean this off. Yes, Nitro puts hair on your chest. Hair on your chest. That's why I'm Sasquatch. I am not that. I am very much smooth-brained. There we go. There we go. I don't think I'm going to rebuild the rear shocks. I am going to change the fluid on the fronts, though. So, yeah. Nope, only one Trugoneer here. Hey, you can actually say that now, considering the fact that, what's this called? The Buggy bodies are being banned. So, yeah. I don't have a Truggy yet. I'm probably going to get one. I'm not sure. It's either going to be in like March or like February, probably, because that's when I start actually working more again. But yeah, it's going to be enjoyable. But yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. Put this to the side. What's the deal with that? From what I understand, it was corrected by one of the techno engineers. I forgot his name already because I'm dumb sometimes. But basically what happened was people were upset about Buggy bodies. So, because it made it look too much like Buggies. So the Roar officials came together and decided to ban any bodies that didn't go over the front shock towers. Thanks, Jeremiah. But anything that doesn't go over the front shock towers won't be considered a truck body. But yeah, it's I think there might be some loopholes in that, with, like, for example, the Gamma Truggy that's coming out because it doesn't have a front shock tower. But I think for the most part, most Buggies will have, or most Bruggies will have to go back to the Truggy bodies. So the stock Truggy body is no good. It depends on what what's this called? It depends on which car you have or which truck you have. People need to learn how to drive with an actual truck body instead of an oversized Buggy. The end. I guess so. I guess they have to now if they want to go to a Roar race. Yeah, the techno body, if you go to a Roar race or if you go to a place where they're enforcing Roar rules, then the techno body, stock body, is no good. You can get a Leadfinger body. It's also the same thing with like a bunch of different cars right now. The Kyosho stock body, no good. The Kyosho stock body, the Mugen stock body, TLR I will say this. I don't like the TLR too much. But it does come with a truck body, so that's that. That's all that matters. But yeah. From what I understand, a bunch of different cars. The only one that I think of other than TLR, actually no, TLR and X-Ray both come with regular truck bodies, but everyone else does not. I'm sorry, Kevin. I don't like TLR very much. They ain't my favorite. They ain't my favorite. I prefer, well, to be honest, it just depends on how it's set up. The only thing that I don't like about TLR is the way it looks. It just looks kind of weird to me, which is rich coming from someone who's running this. But yeah. Let's see. Let's go ahead and remove this shock, clean it up. If I can get it off. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I know you and Charlie Mack run TLR a lot, so I have to be controlled opposition. A Gamma. I told you, it's rich coming from me, from running a Gamma. Yeah. It is rich coming from me, weird by design. It is weird by design, but it's cool by design. I wish more... TLR has a lot of... the way I see TLR is the same way I see GM. They have a lot of weight in terms of funding, and when they apply themselves, they do absolutely amazing, but they just never apply themselves. Like, for example, GM... The only time they really applied themselves in like the past was like Buick Grand National, the Monte Carlo, and sometimes with the Corvette, and that's it. I'm a TLR team driver. I'm sorry, I don't know my own fan base or my own viewer base. I don't know. It's just not my favorite. They're good. They're very good, but they're not my favorite. I mean, hell, one of them just won the world, so yeah. There's that. But if you want to play devil's advocate on it, how much of that is TLR parts? Or how much of that car was a TLR? That is the question of the day. This one doesn't have any rebound. Good. Because I'm pretty sure he ran... Wasn't it an AE front end or something like that? With Avid shocks? Aluminum suspension parts versus plastic suspension parts? I'll get to that in a second, but I appreciate all makes. I do too. I just like to give one shit. I guess two crap. TLR because it's funny. Techno because, well, one of them was a very mean person. Or one person who ran Techno was a mean person to me. It has HB Socks once and the world ended. It was HB Shocks once and the world ended. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was HB Shocks on the, what was it? The 8 scale buggy? Yeah, the E-buggy, the Elite, or something like that. That's much better. HB Shocks once and the world ended, yeah. All makes have pros and cons, yeah, they do. Let's see. But yeah, I'll probably get down to Saratoga at one point or another. Probably, maybe this year. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to be heading up to Knoxville this weekend. Because the barn, RC Raceway, it might rain. So if it doesn't rain, I'll be down there this weekend. If it does rain, I'll be up in Knoxville. More than likely, at least. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this diff cover off. and clean the diff itself. Where did my 2.5? There you go. Everyone has good stuff and bad stuff. It's a learning curve for everyone, and there's not one rig today that would be the top one of a release a decade ago. To go back to your aluminum suspension parts and plastic parts, basically, what's this called? There are very few instances where running, if you mean like suspension arms, then don't run aluminum suspension arms. They just don't work. They'll just transfer the, what's this called? They'll just transfer the load of that crash to another part that's internal in the car. I guess that's a way of putting it, but I'm not 100% sure. That's dirty. It's the first weekend of March. Kinetic energy. Thank you very much, Brock. Wicked Weekend in Gainesville. What's your local track? It's Loganville RC Complex. I was actually there yesterday. Yes, I was there yesterday. And just testing this thing out to see how it did. You'll see it in the next video. Gainesville. Yeah, it's in Gainesville, and it's in July. I'll be there as well, 20th or 25th to the 28th. Okay, cool. You'll be there too? Let's see. Hey Q, how you doing? Coming in to check on check with a couple of people. I can't speak. Let's see here. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, right. Just remove the diff case. I was in Loganville December? Okay. Kinetic energy, not much. Oh, I was in Loganville December. What time? When were you there in December? Because I might have been there too. The first big race for me, aka race time event. Uh-oh, that's bad. Well, the light's dead, so see you later, Peyton. I apologize for the light going out. Hey, Marcus Butler, how you doing? Nice N1E, thank you very much. Night, Peyton. Q, I like the car a lot so far, but there's still some changes I want to make to it before I get really into it. Let's see. Let us see. Nice N1E, thank you very much. I just gotta get it clean. This is the one thing, or one of the things I didn't like about it very much, is that cleaning it was kind of a pain compared to other buggies. How much of the hobby is building and how much is driving? So far, I'm about 90% building and 10% driving. I'd like to get down to about 50-50 by summer. It could be that. Well, mainly, it just depends on when you go to the track and what you want to do to your car. For me, it's about like 60-40. During like a practice day, I'll drive for most of the time. Like Kevin says, it becomes 50% driving and 50% maintaining. I guess that could be considered building too, but still. Cade, did the electric come with your chassis? Yes, it did. It came with the Tekin RX3 or Tekin RX8 Gen 3 and Tekin, I think this is a 1900 kV motor with a fan and a Futaba really expensive what's this called? Really expensive servo, which is, yeah, really expensive. I was at Loganville December 7th and 8th practicing and filming some stuff. Okay. I might have been there. I just didn't see you. Or actually, at the beginning of December, yeah, I probably wouldn't have been there. At least I don't think so. Let's go ahead and spritz this with a wee bit of cleaner. You should come out to Claim Group track in Lawrenceville. There's a track in Lawrenceville? Huh. I didn't know that. Yeah, let me get this over there. I didn't know there was a track in Lawrenceville. December. Oh, I would have thought that was a weekend. I'm sorry, Jez. Or Jers. See you later, Kevin. You guys, you take care, all right? Yeah, where in Lawrenceville is it? Well, I guess I'd have to DM. I think. Oh, it's that track. Okay. So I'll go ahead and DM you, asking you where the track is, because I do want to take a visit there at one point or another. Oh, hi, Ethan. How you doing? Roach RC, what is your favorite A-scale brand you have ever driven? I am a team driver for a team associated and was just curious. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's still my what's this called? I'd say for now, from what I've understood, or from what I've driven, it'd probably be HB. But I feel like you can make any buggy work, regardless of what brand it is, depending on how you set it up. Like, for example, when I had the Team Associated, it wasn't my favorite AE buggy, but I feel like if I had spent more time with it and did some changes to it, like, for example, it had CVDs and bladder shocks. If I had universals and universals and emulsion shocks, I feel like it would have done a lot better on the bumpier tracks that I'm used to. So hindsight is 2020, I guess. Tyler Hayes. Okay, so at Story Off-Road Old Fountain. Okay. I will ask and let them know that you sent me. Why is this moving so much? I guess it's a little bit loose. Okay, let me grab a... I heard Sean is starting a Nitro Stadium Truck series and Roach RC would be picking up one soon. You want to build me one, Brock? You want to do that for me? You want to build me a stadium truck? Because I'd love one. I would absolutely adore a stadium truck to run outdoors because I know how fun it is. Yep, drop the what's this called? The toothbrush, the almighty toothbrush. Get that nice and not brown. Yeah, I see you, bro. You want to? If you let me drive it, I might consider it. RTR rut? No. No. So there's a track. Okay, so the track in Lawrenceville. I have to remember that. I need to remember that because I think I've seen it before. Did D Nice go there at one point or another? D Nice, Jason Spiessman. Is it that track, the one that he posted not too long ago? Hello, Ian. How you doing? There we go. There we go. I think he's been twice. Okay. There we go. Probably going to remove the electronics so I can get to... Oh, that was bad. Hit the Windows button. Ever considered using a can of compressed air to help with going off dust and grime? Yeah, I have. I really should, but I just don't have one on hand at the moment. So I'm making do with what I've got. Hi, Dirt Concepts. How you doing? Or Wes. Do you want me to call you Dirt Concepts or just Wes? How you doing? Not much at all. Just cleaning up the buggy after a run. I ran it in some. It was like a mix. Okay, it was like a mix of what's this called? Of damp and what's this called? Damp and dry dirt, somewhat loose. So it's gonna be a wee bit dirty after a run. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Did I run this weekend? Yes, I did. I'm actually cleaning it off from said run. I figured might as well throw a stream just to interact with you guys, just see how you guys are doing. How's something upside down and landing on those front shocks? Does it mess with them up, or does it mess them up? Not really, because well, the front ones, yes. I actually had the lower shock cap on the front, very front shock pop off, but on the rear and the middle one, not really at all, because the wing is right above it, so you don't need to worry too much about it. But it's the front one, the very front one, that's the most vulnerable, and that's the one you have to look at the most. So always be sure to check to make sure that is nice and tight so it doesn't fall off. Let's see. Hard to see now that my light is gone. There we go. I heard Nitro Stadium. My friend Brock is trying to get me into it, and I'm like, okay, if you want to build me one, I'll be great. I'll have to re-lube this. Hey Roach, you can try and explain why diff oil is measured in such varying degree of values. It's like thousands to millions. It's confusing. It is a bit confusing. Can you try to explain why diff? It's measured. The CST, I think, is exponential. So like one is, so for example, like 5,000. The difference between 5,000 and 10,000. Actually, I don't know. I remember Max mentioned this in one of the, what's it called? The what's it called? He did he mentioned that the difference between one shock value and another is more than like a higher value or something like that. I'll have to see if I can find that specific clip, because I know he can explain it better than I can. Let's see if I can grab my towel. Like how the Richter scale is measured? I think so, yeah. Do it. I might, if I can find one. Hey, Ignite RC, if you're watching this, my DMs are always open. My DMs are always open. Well, you got the first scratches on that front shock. That's the hard part, yeah. There we go. Wipe this off. Or how decibels are measured? Yes. Something like that, at least. From what I can remember, at least. Here we go. I need to get this nice and clean for back to town. Night, Jeremiah. You take care and drive safe, all right? Let's go ahead and get this cleaner. Class. Let's see. I think that's clean. There we go. Clean this off a little bit because it's a little bit unsightly. There we go. Much better. Let's see. Like I said, I'm not going to rebuild the rear shocks. I will rebuild the front shocks because I'm changing the shock oil from 450 to 400. Just because I think it's a little bit... I think with the VRP pistons, I can go a little bit lower. Let's see. There we go. Other than that, how did everyone's... did anyone race this weekend? Using the 20 hole? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And using 20 hole pistons. You were using... I think it was 450. What's this called? Yes, I do have the 20 holes. And I was using 450 shock oil, and it's still a little bit too thick, I think. Is that older gamma with the stand-up shock still a relevant buggy? Is any buggy 5 years old still good? Well, I think for me, it depends on where you're racing. Like, for example, well, yeah, Marcus is still running that buggy, and it's still competitive 7 years later. So that should answer your question. At Rock, I run 550, 500 in my HB. I ran 450 and 5. Well, I could probably stay with, I could probably try 450 and see how that goes at the Rock because it's a lot smoother of a track. But this is a much different shock layout. So, I'll figure it out in a bit once I get to the shocks. Oh, there we go. With the 20s, I got my RC10cc all set up and run on Thursday night, working weekends for ski season. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. No racing, but I went up to practice, test, and tune. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Yes, I'm getting it ready, or at the very least, just cleaning it, because it got very dirty at Loganville yesterday. I'm still running, yeah. No racing, but I went to practice and tune. A rocker on 50, 550, 500 in my HB. Okay. With 20s. So we'll see how that does here. But for now, let's get this back on, or the shocks back on. Oh, gotta clean this. Gotta clean everything. Everything must be cleansed. I just finished up a carpet series. What's this called? I just finished up a carpet series. Last Saturday, 5th overall in points in a beginner class. I was pretty happy about that. That's good, man. That's actually great, actually. I'm happy for you, man. Where did you race, if you don't mind me asking? There we go. Any amounts of improvement is very, very good. Any type of racing is really, really good. Unless it's oval, in which case I don't like you very much. I'm just kidding. Hobbyton and Omaha, Nebraska? Oh, that's nice. That's a really good track down up there in Nebraska. Where did my 2.5 millimeter go? It looked pretty good for the first time on the track. Actually, you know, would you guys like to see how it did on the track, like initially? Because I can show it, like just via screen sharing. So if you guys would like to see it, just go ahead and put it in chat. I need a few more people. Let's see. On steel clay with Elmer's glue. I broke caster block while the butt stop go or ball stud goes. That sucks. All right, I'll show it. Just give me 1 second. I'll get to it in just a second. Let me just go ahead and put this in here correctly. Especially want to hear your comparison of it compared to the HB. You'll get it, definitely. In just a second. Let's just get this back on here. The stock steering is pretty bad, and it got the world's aluminum rack, and now it steers straight. Now it goes straight. Okay. And let me. Screw it. I'll show it now. Let's see. Videos, downloads. Present, share screen, application window, your entire screen, upper tab, application window, downloads. Why can't I share the video? I'll just screw it, store old screen. What the hell? Putting the finishing touches on the RC8 B4. Okay. Or B4.1. You got that one? That should be really good for outdoor, for the bumpy tracks. I'm now scared. Except I'm not at all, because I know I'm faster than you, Craig. I know I'm faster than you. Now let me go ahead and welcome to the zone. I'm the green one right here. And watch me take out this slash right there. And that's me with a B4. And there he goes. And this is on like a really both dusty and damp track at the same time. So getting the right setup was a little bit weird. I also had like no towing in the rear. Just go ahead and get this done while that's going. There we go. The Traxxas knows to stay away, because I just punted it like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, the tires I was running here, I think, were VP Pro Spiderwebs, which were sort of like a web style tire. And like I said, it's a 1900 kV motor as well. I think I can go up in the pinion a little bit because it has like a fan and everything. You can see just how much roost was coming off of the tires there. And there you go. We will see this. Now I'm looking at the chat again. We will see this weekend. Yes, we will. Hope you're well, Craig. Jump flies nice. And good driving. I was watching some old Team Associated videos on YouTube from Gene Hussing, and it had me wondering if there's elements back where then could help RCTA, like how draw crowds for races. It's kind of hard now. What's this called? Hey, let me stop sharing real quick. There we go. It's hard to say what we could do. I mean, like that we aren't already trying to do. Streaming is something I've always really pushed for. And by pushed, I mean just shouted from a soapbox in the middle of nowhere. But I always hoped that streaming would become more and more popular, or streaming RC would become more popular. But it seemed that Live RC is hell-bent on streaming only on Live RC, which kind of makes me sad. But other manufacturers and other independent media would do good to stream on things like Twitch or YouTube, which they do YouTube, but Twitch would be a great way to do that as well. Looks fast in that middle section. Hey, you switched to the C in the S. That's funny. Looked pretty smooth to me. It was a little bit difficult to drive, considering the lack of rear toe, but in most sections it felt faster than the HB was. I just need to dial it in a little bit more to that track, but it's neither here nor there. Keep getting more women in the hobby sport. I don't remember any women girls races as a kid. There are some now, like Mad Maddie, that I know of on top of my head. She does really well, actually. There are a couple as well. Oddly, a lot of them are at HB for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it would seem that we would need to get more. There's really anybody into, well, not anybody, but lots more people or more diverse people into the hobby. Like for me, for example. Okay, that's a bit self-centered, but you know what I mean. Drake's what? Oh yeah, Drake's Rhonda Drake as well. Yeah, I forgot about her. I don't know why. She has her own engine line. How the hell can I forget about her? Spoilers for the next vid. Yeah, kind of. But not everyone here. Well, everyone here is might watch the video, but there'll be a lot more people watching the video as well. So I don't feel bad about showing it early. Katie Carmody is doing great work with Race Like a Girl. Yeah, she got picked up by, or like noticed by Race Supercar Blondie, and her channel exploded. Like it was ridiculous. Ridiculous was it? It was. But I hope that she can capitalize on that more in the future. So we'll see how she does in the future. I don't think I'm actually... Ronda is the fastest woman in RC for a reason. Yeah. It is what it is. Where is my... I say that she's absolutely faster than me. She has her own engine line and everything, too. Let's see. Put that down. I also have like a bunch of spare parts behind me that I'm working on. Well, I'll show you in a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Now, got the rear done, sort of. Still need to put some screws in there. Is that rear brace also a rear chassis brace? Yes, it is. Okay, so there's a rear brace on the chassis itself. This is a rear wing stiffener. And it helps with, well, obviously stiffening up the rear wing so it doesn't flex as much. Because I will say, even with the stiffener, it is a little bit flexible, especially around here. RC isn't much of a spectator sport. In my opinion, that's the biggest problem with becoming larger. That is absolutely, positively, vehemently the largest reason why. Because we can't get... It's why they push Nitro. Why Nitro has so much money in it, and why they push Nitro so much is because it's so much more It's more viewable as a spectator sport than electric classes are. Uh-oh, I accidentally did a dumb. I'll do it. I'll worry about it later. I will worry about it later. So, next up, I will work on removing some of the electronics from the bottom. Let me grab a reamer. I have dropped deodorant. There we go. You better fix it now. I'll remember. Probably. But quiet races aren't exactly thrilling compared to Nitro. That is very much true. It is very much... It's like... The thing is, it's like golf or tennis, and that it's not as much... I compare it more to golf, because golf really isn't much of a spectator sport, or at least for me, because I always find it kind of dull. But it's still a huge sport. Mostly because there's a lot of money in it. Like a lot of money. I think until someone starts throwing around that money in RC, I don't think anyone's going to care. Or at least, not as much. Let's see. Move this. Okay, Craig, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm padding out the length of the stream. Here we go. There we go. Remove that. I was watching a video of 1992 on Road Worlds, and there was a full grandstand for a Tulsa race. Yeah, yeah. Well, back then, RC was just bigger. Like, it was considered more high tech and stuff like that. So of course it was going to be much bigger. But then gaming came around. It was like, "Hi, how you doing? Graphics," and the rest is history. Because if you compare like gaming and what's this called to RC companies, they don't make nearly the same kind of money. Not even Traxxas or Horizon can compare to like Electronic Arts or something like that, or Activision, or really any like gaming company at all, really, like popular gaming community. Because for example, like Lethal Company, small indie developer, dude is like 18 years old now. Dude made Lethal Company and instantly made like $12 million in like a week. He's set for life, and that's just one guy. RC isn't that big yet. There we go. Put that back on. How does oval racing even survive? I don't know. I don't know. Oval racing confuses me. I'll be brutally honest. It's the same thing on NASCAR. It's just not my thing. Right, now we remove the motor. Having good locations for spectators helps. There are a few tracks at local parks in Washington State, and people will stop and pull over, and there's a big 200+ person event. Yeah, that's having. I'd say having them in like public places is really good. Is a really good idea. Like casinos, hotels, just places like that in general. It's just that those places are expensive to get there. Love what we do. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. I can get this on. My local track Rock is right next to a zoo, so a few people. Oh yeah, right. I'll be heading up there this weekend, more than likely. A coworker of mine has Tamiya cars, interested in an RC, but I don't think he's worried about to try RC racing. Like, he's worried he won't be instantly good at it. No one's instantly good at anything. Everyone kind of sucks when they start. Some people have more natural talent than others, but in terms of being embarrassed, no. You don't need to be embarrassed. You can. That's not necessary. It's all non-profit clubs. It takes a lot of people and effort. Yeah. Oval racing just keeps spinning, just keeps spinning, just keeps spinning, spinning, spinning. That's what oval racing is. That's essentially what it is. Last summer and during a big hot rod show, and those old dudes were all about it. Yeah. Oop. I'll be there and stoked to meet you. I'll be probably with Craig and Kevin Tran and a couple other people. Hopefully I'll be able to do well there. There we go. I know the Rock is a very cool track. I've always wanted to go there. There we go. Oval racing is huge in upstate New York. Only a couple off-road tracks left. Mud Boss really blew up here. It helped rejuvenate that. Oh, that's good. As long as it rejuvenates the hobby, I'd be happy. It's just not my thing. It's not my favorite. Kind of like TLR. There we go. Just keep spinning. I like that. It's my favorite thing today. All right, let's clean off this wire. Let us clean off this wire, this sensor wire. Every time I don't clean the clay off my truck, I regret it at home. Yeah. I did not do that when I was at the track today, so here I am doing it here at home. Kevin and Captain Jack have raced with us a couple times. Okay. I'll try and be up there this time. I've been to RC3, so I guess Knoxville wouldn't be too bad either. Before Nitro events in New York, still got the place out for tracks, and you can really get some farm dirt. Okay. I know RLRC is up there as well, and he's doing like a farm. Forgot exactly where he races. It's like a barn with like farm dirt, but yeah, it's really cool. What he does is amazing too. See if I can route this. How did I route this? Under here, right? Looking at chat. Looking at chat. Here we go. Get this back on there. Here we go. Put this back on here. Where'd it go? Where did it go? No name here. Ignite Design RC, how you doing? Like I said, my DMs are always open. I'd like to get a car. No name here. How do you like the horizontal suspension? It's weird, but it's surprisingly simple. Yo, get this man a gas truck. I mean, there is a gas truck. They're trying to get gas truck going in my local-ish track of Sweetwater Raceway. So it's Sean Harding's home track. But I need to get one first, so it's one of those situations. Yo, get this man a gas truck. How you doing, guys? He's like, oh, someone was calling my name. There's a trophy race at RC Arena in Kentucky, so I would say quite a few of our guys will be up there. Okay. Especially considering it's raining. Well, you're gonna have a couple people from Georgia coming up there, definitely. So don't worry too much about that. Do you feel it gives you any benefit? It depends. It has a lower center of gravity than a regular buggy, so it theoretically has better corner speed. It also jumps flatter or lower than other buggies do, but other than that, it's down to practice how well you can actually make use of that lower center of gravity. I'm sure we'll make the trip up there at some point. It's within driving distance of our HQ. Okay. To Loganville RC Complex or Sweetwater? Because Sweetwater's in Georgia, and I know you guys are in Florida. Next weekend is a race at our local public park track we have nearby, Lake Park in Lutz, Florida. Looking forward to the new ESC and ESCT. Sweetwater? Oh, okay. You guys are close to Sweetwater? I did not know that. That is interesting information. I will have to I'll have to remember that in the future. Let me set my gear mesh. We're in, and I have to activate. We're in lower Alabama. Oh my god. I thought you guys were in Florida. You guys have a lot of people in Florida too. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Much better. There we go. Yes, Sean's trying to get gas trucks going, or at least a couple of the people who go to Sweetwater are trying to get gas trucks going. So, if I ever do get back into Nitro, I might get a gas truck. Well, we'll have to see. Crestview Florida, about 30-20 minutes away from the south of Alabama. Oh, okay. That makes sense. What else do I need to do? I'll just quick little spritz of that. Grab my toothbrush. There we go. Yeah, like I said, guys, at Ignite RC, my DMs are always open. At Cade Foster Williams on Facebook, or on YouTube, or Instagram, or just Roach RC, I don't know. The whole desk is shaking. The whole desk. Do you have an opinion on rear motor buggies at all? In fact, I do. I like them a lot. I really do. And on outdoor tracks, I think they're a lot more fun and a lot easier to drive and easier to set up than mid-motor cars. Because if a mid-motor car is not set up right, it's not going to work. But that, I just put it together, put it on the track, and it was already fine. So I like rear motor buggies a lot. I just wish, outdoor racing was more popular for 10 scale. Get all the way in there. There we go. Oh, I forgot you did a video on that. Well, well, it was a little bit ago at this point. I'll eventually do a full review on it, but it's kind of not really I haven't used it enough to do a full review on it yet. There we go. Now we can worry about the front. And I think I'm going to keep the 450 weight shock fluid in there. So let's get this first part off. But I keep trying to race them on indoor clay. Yeah. They aren't that great on indoor clay compared to mid-motor buggies, but they're still a lot of fun. I'd run one if there was... I might get that PR racing one eventually, because it's like a modern, more modern buggy with a rear motor setup, but they're out of stock right now. And it's like $210, so I'm not really losing much on it. Two-wheel drive outdoors, a gentleman's class, takes a lot of control and skill compared to four-wheel drive. Anything on loose dirt, yeah. You need to be very ginger with your throttle inputs. You need to think gingerly. Now remove the shock. So that PR Racing one too, have looked at that. Yeah, it's a very good buggy, especially for the price. In fact, PR Racing stuff in general is very good for the price. Only issue is they aren't very popular here. They are popular in lots of parts of Asia, though. I know that. There we go. Just sent you a friend request on Facebook. I just got back from running the T6.4 nitro conversion at B&T. Definitely tricky on loose outdoor track. Yeah. The thing about nitro truck is they will teach you throttle control. Like, that's something you have to have no matter what. Like, period. So if you want to get good, you can get that Ignite RC conversion kit for what? The XT2, the TLR ST Stadium truck, and the T6.4. I know that. There we go. Much better. Put that back together. Hey, Roach. Hey, Rob Fleming. How you doing? What would be the downside of going to 2000 kV to 1900 kV, or vice versa with a scale buggy? So a 1900 kV motor won't give you as much power, but it will last longer. Like, in terms of heat set, it'll make your motor last longer, or at least I think so. The other thing is that 1900 kVs are just easier to drive compared to 2100 kVs. That's mainly the main difference. Is just tuning for how much power you want. 1900 kV is plenty, but if you start feeling like you're slower on the track, then you want to go to 2100 kV. 2100 kVs are usually for trucks, though. Put that down. Here we go. Appreciate it. No problem, Frown. No problem at all. See, I like to read my chat because you guys are the only reason I'm able to do this. Literally. There we go. Uh-oh. Almost disconnected my microphone. That would have been bad. There we go. Let's check to see if this is coming apart. Doesn't look like it. But it doesn't hurt to double check. Oh, we're good. Lower KV is more torque but less top speed. No, that's correct. I'm pretty sure at least. I'm fairly certain that is correct. Give yourself more credit than that. It also comes down to gearing as well. Like lower gearing. Hang on. That's fine. How often do you change your bearings? Every year. Or at least one of them starts to go bad. But normally I change bearings like maybe once or twice a year, something like that. Most of the bearings that I use are like really heavily oiled ones, so they last a long time. Other people will like modify their bearings to be a lot more free, but they don't last as long. So it's kind of a trade-off. Let's see, where did my brush go? There it is. There we go. That's much better. But yeah, bearings usually last a pretty long time, depending on what kind of bearings you have. It's wild. Most companies offer oil for more money and less time. And last less time, yeah. Like ceramic bearings. Or less oiled bearings. Versus greased. Like twice a week, yeah. If you go more often, if you go to the track more often, then you're going to have to change them more often too. Go. About as clean as it's going to get. Here we go. Righty then. That's good. Now then. That's clean enough for now. Time to put it back together. I'm going to set the ride height and all that good stuff as well. Where did the shot go? There it is. Oh yeah, I'm also using Miyako springs, if you couldn't tell. The progressive rate ones. Might swap out for some linear ones eventually. But for now, these are working fine. What type of car you run on, electric or nitro? I run electric for the most part. I used to run nitro, but some things happened and, you know, life happened. And I wasn't able to run nitro as much as I wanted to. So switch back to electric. Definitely switch back to electric. Here we go. Here we go. Put that back in. Let's clean the wing a little bit. See how that goes. Yeah, it's just a little bit dirty. Excuse me? Oh, crap. Jeffrey, what did you do? I would love to see you at Phil Hurd. I'm a new member there. I want to go to Phil Hurd too, really badly. It's just so far away. But I'm definitely going to be down there eventually, probably this year. Also, thank you for the $20. I did not expect that. I really appreciate it, though. I really do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to come down to Phil Hurd probably during the summer when it's a lot warmer, or like during summer when everyone's down on vacation there. Yeah, bro, racing feels expensive for me too. Tires, clutches, yeah. It gets expensive real quick, especially when it comes to nitro. Especially when it comes to nitro fuel. That stuff can get expensive real quick, like $20 a gallon. Where's my... There it is. Would love to see you at Phil Hurd. I'm a new member there. How long have you been racing, though? That's the question. Here we go. Clean that up a little bit. Jeffrey, how long have you been racing? I would like to know. I'd also like to know where I put my wing standoff. There it is. Here in Greece, like 25%, 5 liters, I pay like 45 euros. Yep. Yeah, that's Greece. Been racing since July of 2023. Well, welcome to the fun part of RC. Or I guess, yeah, fun part. This is the most fun part of RC racing, which is the cleaning part. Set of truggy tires or a set of truggy tires or a pair of new hiking boots on your feet. I would say the truggy tires because I'm not a hiker. I'm very lazy. Well, I'm not lazy, but I'm physically lazy. Come on. Exactly, I'm slowly getting stuff. For my A13319 Nitro Buggy, at least I won the Reds 521 Sport Engine. Nice. Roach, I'm getting a TLR 22 5.0 for 260. That's a really good deal. And it's RTR? Okay, that is a very, very good deal. That is quite the deal right there. Come on, there we go. It is quite the deal. Uh-oh, I accidentally hit my mouse. Oh yeah, you won the EKJ giveaway. I forgot about that. Is he streaming right now? I wish YouTube let you edit chats like Discord does. Yeah, that would be nice. What diff oil do I run in this Buggy? I run 10K in the front, 7K in the center, and 5K in the rear. This is what I pretty much run on most of my Buggies, pretty much everywhere. But I think I might go down when I head down to... Actually, I think I might stay with it. See, you can actually hear my ADHD self going, or not really ADHD. It's just me being frantic. But like 1 minute I think I'll change it, and the next I'll think I'll stick with what I've got right now because I'm going to a higher grip track. So, yeah. Started building my first Buggy today, S-Works S35-4 Evo. That's really good. That's very good, man. I know that's going to be it's going to be a very good Buggy for you. A lot of people are using the S-Works Buggy these days. I know my friend D Nice, he what's this called? He switched from Kyosho to S-Works and he went much faster. It fit his driving style a lot better. Me, I like a more calm Buggy most of the time, at least. Let's see. Is that set up for carpet, clay, or astroturf? It's set up for outdoor dirt, basically. Us too with every setup, yeah. There's a whole rear end with my Italian. Yeah. I don't know what it's like working on Arma stuff, but I assume it's probably not as fun. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, D9's definitely got faster with the S-Works. Yeah, he did. He got hella fast for out of nowhere too. Arma stuff is hella complicated? Okay. I figured but didn't want to assume. There we go. Push that in. There we go. Grab this. There we go. And now we are almost done. For now, at least. Gotta get the front middle a little bit cleaned up. On my Mugen MBX8R, I run 15K in the front, mid, and back, 7K. Okay. That's pretty thick, especially for a Mugen. Pretty thick with 2 C's. You know what I'm saying with thick with 2 C's? Bro is using a toothbrush. Yes, I am. Toothbrush is best brush. Because this brush is too big. Can't even get in the crevices. You know what I'm saying? It's much easier with this. Because I like 15, 15, and 7 in my HB. That's very thick. It's a thick boy right there. I've tried all the way up to 30K. Toothbrush is the way. Yes, it is. Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, man, love your work. Appreciate the budget series you did. Still making up my mind on what to get, but I appreciate it. Pricing is definitely higher here in Canada. I would assume it is. I want to go up to Canada to race at one point or another because I have some family up there, but I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to do it. I've tried all the way up to. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm open to any. The only dumb question is a question you don't ask. That's how I see it. I got to answer a Discord. There we go. Discord is now down. What buggy does the more thick the more you're steering with pressing gas and less without? Okay. What buggy does a toothbrush man use? I use a Gamma N1. And Jeffrey Kunz, I do have a question. I purchased a used RX-8 ESC with a Keegan 1900 kV motor. Do I need the hot wire? I'm still trying to figure out what the hot wire actually is. I'm pretty sure it's like a Wi-Fi module, sort of like a Bluetooth module that you can program the actual ESC with. I'd say it's pretty useful. You can program a Tegan RX3 or RX-8 Gen 3 without the hot wire, but it's just annoying to do that. So getting a hot wire is just a lot easier. Can you send the buggy link in chat? Yes, I can, but it's probably out of stock. It is more than likely out of stock. Yes, it is out of stock at the moment, but I will send you the link to it in the description. In the let's see. That's the buggy I'm using. There we go. What nitro engine do most people in your area use? Like what brand? Most of them pretty much use all OS-based engines. So that'd be ProTech, that would be OS. A lot more people at my local track use Reds than I thought. Reds is also pretty popular. One person I know uses Flashpoint. Yeah, it depends. At least you steered me clear of anything Will Toys related. Yeah. I mean, Will Toys is fun if you're just, just driving around, but for racing, you need something a little bit more substantial. I know Ryan Harris tried to make one work and it just didn't, but yeah. Let's see. Now, I must set ride height and such and things. So let me grab... Which one is more reliable? OS-based, definitely. Anything OS-based is really reliable. So that would be ProTech, that would be OS, that would be Flashpoint. Any of those brands are a lot more reliable. I know some people who use Nova. I know some people who use Reds. Some of them have issues, some of them don't. But it really depends on where you are, what the temperature is, and how good you are at tuning. So let's go ahead and set our... I'm considering the caster kit because of the pricing. I'm on a dad budget. Let me check to see how much a caster racing buggy is because I'm not 100% sure. Uh-oh. Idiot. Connection mod private. That's probably not good. Doesn't say how much it is. Don't know. But I'm assuming it's a little bit cheaper. Good nitro start. I'm considering a caster racing. Good nitro starter buggy or truggy. To be honest, there is. Oh, there is. The Kyosho RTR ones, the Kyosho ones, or Serpent. Those are very good ones that you can start off with. I just got me a Spower B7 TT. It's OS based if you know that brand. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and put the tires back on. Right rear. I'm just hand tagging these ones. Front left. Oh. By the way, is EKJ streaming right now? Because I'm not 100% sure if he is. There we go. That's one. Last one to put on. Start. Yep. Here we go. Put this in there. That a thick boy. Honestly, I wonder what long-term impact a Gamma and their Buggy will have in the A-scale world, if it brings a new generation of Buggy, or will we see it on the RC version of Forgotten Weapons. We'll have to see. It's doing very well in the UK and a lot of European tracks, but outside, like here, it's not too popular. But we'll have to see how it does. I wouldn't write it off just yet. Now then, where's my tool that I use to measure ride height? It's in here. I did watch Forgotten Weapons for a little while though. Specifically their thing on, is that a toothbrush? Yes, it is. That's the camber gauge. What was my, there it is. It's all the way down there. Put all my tools in my, or my set of tools in my case for remote so I don't lose them. Let's see where we are. That is a high boy. Wait. Still a high boy. Is the ride height tool a toothbrush? Yes, it is. Let's see. Let me lower this down a bit. The almighty toothbrush. Are those shocks more goofy than Arma ones? Yes. They are goofy Look at this goofy Buggy, bruh. Bruh, that's crazy. It's a little bit better. I'm using the budget, so no MB1 for me. That's fine. Goofy Buggy. This makes it easier. This makes it much easier. I should be working on my Italian, but I'm gaming right now. Bruh, what you gaming on? You gaming on PC or PlayStation or Xbox or Switch or, God forbid, the Stadia? I don't know, really, John. Never driven one, but some locals have them. If some locals have them, then you're good. Then go with that, honestly. Playing COD, okay, on PC. Watch out for them goofy cheaters, because they make me itch on Call of Duty. There we go, that's much better. Another rear. Very good. Let's see. I wasn't talking for a bit. Get these shocks down lower so I can have a decent amount of both down travel and ride height. Much better. 25. Perfect. Currently playing Forza Motorsport? Okay. I play Gran Turismo. Dialed hobby use rims with holes in them. Next on Forgotten Weapons. Well, technically I'm playing the Roblox version of COD. Technically it's better. Are you more of a C-Hub guy or Pillow Ball one? I'm more of a C-Hub guy. Much more of a C-Hub guy, I think. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on the potato laptop. Yep, that's the only way to play it. That's the only way to play it. There we go. Right then. So I'm going to invite some people. If you guys would like to say hi, go ahead and Control E. Wait. If you would like to say hi, you can feel free to join. If not, I will continue to set up my car. Trying to resist the urge to drive a 200-mile car into it. The Sigma male himself. The man himself. Why do you prefer C-Hub? What are the differences you notice on C-Hub? The main difference is how the car steers. That's the main one. For the most part, it depends on which car it is as well. Like, for example, a pillow ball car like a Mugen or an S-Works especially will be very, very aggressive. But on a Team Associated or Mugen, it'll be a lot more calm. But generally, C-Hub cars are more drivable and easier to control than pillow ball cars are. There we go. There we go. Camber's good. Hope we make it top to the podium. Loving the streams. Thank you. Do you use different toe? Do you use different toe settings on different track conditions? Yes, you do. Higher the grip, less toe. Or for rear toe, the higher grip it is, the less toe I'll run. The lower grip it is, the more toe I'll run. So, for example, this one I'm running about 3.5 degrees of toe in the rear. In that video that you saw earlier, it was, I think, -2 or -1. It's way too much, way too little toe in for a loose track like that. So now I'm running a lot more toe. So we'll see how that goes next time I go out there. And well, I think that's about it. Got everything cleaned up, refreshed the car a little bit, got it set up. Thanks for the $2 super sticker, Jeremy. Appreciate it. There we go. I have cabins fever so bad. Yeah, so do I. What toe did you normally use on the HP? I normally use -3. Oh, someone decided to say hi. And I'll put you in just a second. I normally used, what's this called? I used -3 as well in the rear. But I think that's probably why it was so much easier to drive initially. Now let me put you in, Rat. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about? Well, I just asked you. You're doing good.
Yeah, no, I'm doing all right. Just wanted to say hi. Been watching in the chat, and you know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yep.
So, what's your home track, Rat?
Hobbytown, Hobbyplex. They're in Omaha.
Okay. So, are they running? What's it called? Are they running? Hang on, let me.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. So, are they running? What's this called? Are they running short course truck?
They have at certain, like, some of the bigger events that they host, like they have a race in the spring, like the ProTech spring off-road championships or something like that. They had short course at that. They run it at like INS if they get, J Concepts comes for a big race, but they don't really run a short course on like regular club nights.
Not like 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive or anything like that?
There's some 4-wheel drive, 13.5 4-wheel, mostly 17.5 2-wheel.
2-wheel?
Yeah, 17.5 2-wheels, pretty big there.
Okay, do you?
I am in their beginner class. They don't really call it beginner, they call it Plex Spec. So It's just a catchy name. But I'm still in the beginner class, which is pretty much it's open to any 2-wheel, buggy, truck, whatever.
And what do you run?
I ran a 17, or not a 17.5. I ran a RB10 for the better part of a summer and last winter, and then I've got a B6.2 that I got going, and I ran it in that carpet series I was talking about earlier today in the chat.
Okay.
So those are the 2 cars I've got. Nothing new, but yeah, it's been fun, and I'm just learning most of the time. So, and doing it on a pretty shoestring budget. So
that's how it be. Well, The reason why I ask you, because there's a surprise for this stream.
Oh, okay.
This is a short course body.
Oh, yeah.
It is now your short course body.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't have a short course. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Now you're getting a short course truck.
Okay.
Or at least hanging up on your wall.
Yeah, I could do. Maybe I could do that. I actually was looking at short course for a while there. They look like fun. They do kind of do a truck race on like club nights, but it's just not really a short course. They just run. It's what is it?
Stadium.
It's only Traxxas slashes.
Okay. It's spec slash.
Yeah, spec slash, and that's pretty chaotic. They're out there having fun. That more than anything.
That's
it's not serious racing. They're just having a blast with it. But I hadn't got one yet. But I was thinking about it. But I'll have to figure something out for a truck if I've got a truck body. I don't know.
Well, if you would like to DM me on Facebook, I'm gonna put it in the what's it called? The chat. There you go. Okay, Williams, the guy holding the cello, is the one you're looking for.
What am I looking for?
I put it in chat. It's Cade Williams on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not logged in on that. Just a second.
That's okay. What's your actual name, if you don't mind me asking?
It's Bill.
Bill?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
I hear the mechanical keyboard.
Yeah. Sorry, I usually don't type very much. But...
No, it's ASMR. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm looking for. Okay, Cade. Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah. You want me to? Should I just add you?
Yeah, just go ahead and add me. That's fine.
There we go. just sent you a request. So okay.
Cool. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Boop. There we go.
Yeah.
And I will go ahead and send it out to you. Just go ahead and send me like a PO box or something like that you want me to send it to, or something like that, and it'll be yours.
All right, cool. Well, thank you.
No problem.
I honestly wasn't expecting that at all. I just joined to say hi because you've put out an invite like, oh, come, stop by and say hi a couple times, and I've always been busy and get back up here to try and join, and you're like, well, I'm signing off. I'm like, there's no point in joining now. So
yeah.
But yeah,
usually it's because it's like really late where I am, and I'm like, I want to sleep. But it's only like 8:30 right now. This is like wee hours of the evening.
Yeah. I'm on Central Time, so I'm like, it's only 7:30 here. So.
7:30. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, I always wanted to go down to the Plex area or the Plex. Yeah. Is it close to any airports?
Yeah, Omaha. Omaha has they've got an airport there. You literally get right to it. So
I just need to get old enough to rent a car and stuff like that too.
Yeah. There other than Omaha, like there's not very many other tracks that are really close. Like there's a bunch in Iowa, but from Omaha, a lot of the other tracks that are local are like more towards like Kansas City south. Mm-hmm. It's a good 4 hours. There really isn't a whole lot other than, there's a couple dirt ovals here and there, but there really isn't any other regular just outdoor tracks or regular tracks of any sort.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm glad you guys got Omaha because that's a really good track out there.
Yeah. It's awesome that they've got a carpet track and a dirt track. So it's pretty awesome that they've got everything. They've got a crawler course and everything too. So
nice. That probably pays the bills, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I haven't gotten to crawler stuff yet though, but I've been looking at it.
I probably could if I had more disposable income. Yeah. Because that's how it'd be, honestly. Because there's like a bog behind my house.
Oh, yeah.
I suck at raisins. Like, he's probably kicking himself, asking why didn't I join?
I've been lucky with the racing at the Plex, and I was just I started out with an RB10, and that was all I had. And I raced that for most of the summer, and then in the wintertime they switched to carpet a lot of times because in the winter that's when they run the 8 scale, the nitro stuff. So they just run 10 scale inside on the carpet off-road. And I was gonna run my RB10 in carpet, and a couple guys were really, really nice, and I got a 6.2 chassis from one guy as a gift, and I also got a 4-wheel. I think it's a TLR 22 4.0 4-wheel, mm-hmm. But I haven't really had the extra stuff to get that running yet, like ESC and stuff like that. So
okay,
and I don't know what I'm doing with 4-wheel at all. Mm-hmm. The fact that it has 3 diffs, I'm like, I only know how to fix. I only know how to tune one. So
that's how it be, especially with 4-wheel drive vehicles. It's always more work.
Yeah. So, but I'm hoping this spring that if I can get, a few months from now, I've got a little bit of time, and I should have. I know I've got the RB10. I can always fall back on that, but thinking about moving out of beginner and going up to either 17.5 2-wheel, and I'm thinking about trying to get the 13.5 going, or put 13.5 4-wheel for the 4-wheel. So
that's nice,
but we'll see. It'll be a few months before I have an idea what I'm doing there. So,
well, you'll never know until you start.
Right. Well, I've got to start on it. Just it's one of those, on a budget. It's like, well, I've got it. I'm gonna have to wait a couple months to get the whole ESC in the motor, that type of thing. So,
yeah. Unfortunately, there aren't many 10 scale tracks actually many 10 scale tracks in Georgia at all anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 scale is pretty pretty popular up here. There are some 8 scale. I mean, there's Omaha, that's 8 scale, but you have to go south and to like Missouri, Kansas.
It feels like
over in Iowa. So
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
But yeah, it seems like the further south you go with warmer climates, the more popular 8 scale gets.
Yeah, definitely. And I looked at 8s. The first time I ever went to a hobby store was about this time last year. So I literally bought my first car in January 2023. So
the RB10 or something else?
RB10. That was
RB10?
the first vehicle I bought, and I went there to I wasn't really there to buy it. I was there to just kind of see what was going on, and they were running the 8 scale nitro. That was the evening of their techno race, their series race, and I went and looked at it, and it scared me, so I went and bought an electric car. So I'd never seen anything like that before that, though. It's crazy.
Well, you got sucked in, and welcome to the racing scene.
Yeah, it's been fun.
That's good.
So, I don't know. I figure I'll let you go. I'm gonna hop out. So thanks again. I appreciate you taking the time to talk a little bit, and thanks again for for the body. I didn't realize you were gonna do that. So
no problem. You take care. All right.
Yep. We'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. There we go. And well, like I said in the chat, I'll be doing another body giveaway when we hit 6K. I've got some extra another body for a any B6 or B7 car for the future, and another one for a stadium truck body that I'm working on right now. And I still got another more used body right over there that's signed by Spencer Rifkin that I'll be giving away once we hit 6K. So yeah, now that we got everything done, we got everything cleaned, and we did everything that I wanted to do, I think now is the time to go ahead and pack it up and leave. I will see you guys later. You guys take care, and be sure to stay safe out there.